Dawn over remote Australia. Heat shimmers across red Earth as a helicopter survey spots something new, an opening where none was mapped before. After seasonal rains, a fresh sinkhole, likely a limestone doline, breathes dust into the air, a dark throat in the country's ancient karst. The site lies on traditional owners' country. Before any step is taken, permissions are sought, cultural advice is followed, and impact is kept to a minimum. Access is punishing. Trackless scrub, sharp limestone, and heat. A small, trained team stages gear at the rim. Helmets, lights, ropes, anchors, checked twice. Radios tested. A safety officer logs timings and conditions. Conservation rules are clear. No touching formations, no marking walls, and every footprint counted on the way out. At the edge, the limestone lip breaks to a talus slope. A primary line is rigged. Backups clip in. Descent begins. Headlamps carve through dust. Loose rock shifts underfoot. Helmets tap stone in the confined drop. The first squeeze narrows to a tight crawl. Breath sounds loud. Rock presses close, cold and damp. Beyond, the passage opens to pale dripstone. Fragile stalactites. Budding stalagmites, millennia in the making. Instruments read safe air, but caution holds. Water ticks from the roof, pooling in crystal clear rimstone. Then, movement. A steady airflow brushes past, stirring dust toward a dark gap beyond a boulder choke. Listen closely. A faint, constant rush, like a river running somewhere out of sight. The walls sparkle with untouched calcite. Footfalls halt. The path ahead is too delicate to risk a careless step. Through a narrow slit, a chamber yawns, black, wide, and breathing. Air draws inward, hinting at passages beyond. No claims are made here, only observations. A living cave system, fragile and still largely unknown. At the threshold of darkness, the team marks a careful turnaround. Beyond that boulder choke lies the next chapter. We begin underground with discipline. Helmets and lights checked, comms tested, gas meter reading normal. 3-point contact on every move. Redundancy on anchors and lines. Tag in, tag out recorded at the entrance. This is slow, deliberate work. At the first staging point, we confirm air, time, and turn limits. Foot placements are precise to protect formations and avoid silt. Hand signals and radios are cross-checked before the team proceeds. Survey starts at Station A1. Laser rangefinder sets distance, compass fixes bearing, clinometer captures slope. A tape backs up the shot. Bread and butter cave cartography done by the numbers. The sketcher logs ceiling height, wall texture, and floor hazards in a waterproof notebook. Stations are marked discreetly. A simple line map grows with each shot and foresight. Limestone here is ancient, shaped by karst processes. Water-dissolving rock, leaving scalloped walls, flowstone and rimstone pools. Dripwater chemistry continues the work, crystal by crystal. Conservation is non-negotiable. We avoid fresh formations, pad sharp edges where needed, and place boots only on durable surfaces. Every step plans for the exit. Hazards are constant. Loose rock overhead, silty crawls that can blind a passage, and pockets where oxygen can drop. The gas meter stays visible, the route stays reversible. A narrow slot breathes cool air. Echo shortens, and a faint murmur grows ahead. We widen the zone with careful moves, no chipping, no forcing, until a ripple line catches the light. The passage opens onto a subterranean stream. Temperature drops a degree or two, breath condenses in the beam. We log water direction, note scalloped banks, and flag slick footing. Non-invasive data only. Air and water temperatures are recorded, airflow is estimated at the lip, and a brief ambient audio sample captures the room's character. The line map extends downstream in short, well-documented legs. Waypoints, notes, and photos are cross-referenced for later drafting and review. With time running, we set a conservative turn point. The stream trends towards stronger airflow and a deeper note, signs of bigger volume ahead. We proceed respectfully. If cultural markings or sensitive features are encountered, work pauses for traditional owner consultation and cultural assessment before any return. The exit is pre-planned and clean. Stations are verified in reverse, anchors inspected, and nothing is left behind. No tape, no trash, no trace. Back at the staging point, preliminary figures are logged. Stations tied, approximate length added, trend, gradient, and key hazards. All data marked as provisional pending draft and peer review. One side lead remains, a low passage with stronger air and distant resonance, likely opening toward a larger chamber. That is where we go next. We squeeze past the boulder choke, and the world opens. Headlamps flare against a soaring ceiling as the darkness lifts to reveal a cathedral of stone. We pause, breathe, and let the scale settle in. Tiny figures at the base of towering columns give us our first measure. A laser grid sprinkles faint dots across the wall. Clean, non-contact, a quiet way to read vastness. Up close, the chamber is delicate. Soda straws hang by the hundreds. Helictites twist like frozen breaths. Droplets gather, quiver, and fall, each one a minuscule act of construction. Reflective pools mirror a ceiling of speleothems. Flowstone ribbing climbs the walls, and columns meet mid-air, centuries condensed into architecture. We test the acoustics with a single hand clap. The reverb tail blooms, then fades, an audible ruler hinting at volume and shape without touching a thing. Growth here is slow, millimeters per century in many settings. Layer by layer, stalagmites can archive paleoclimate signals, trace elements, isotopes, and inclusions that, with proper study, tell stories of rain and drought. If permissions are granted, future work could involve high-resolution sampling and non-destructive scans, methods designed to maximize knowledge while minimizing impact. For now, ethics lead. No collection without permits, photography only. Lights down, heat low, and paths flagged to protect troglodytic life that never sees the sun. We log what we can, station notes, laser ranges, panoramic image sets for later 3D models. Evidence gathered gently, like holding breath. No grand claims, only careful observation. The chamber stands as both wonder and data set, its beauty intact, its questions waiting. We mark a safe turnaround. Batteries and bodies have limits, and so does a cave's tolerance for us. What we cannot know tonight, we admit freely. In science and underground, humility keeps you safe. Then listen. A low, distant roar threads the silence like weather moving through rock. We hold still, counting seconds between pulses. It may be an underground river. For now, we only note the clue and plan a hydrology-focused return, pending approvals and a bigger, safer team. We leave the chamber as we found it. Lamps dim, fog lifting in our wake, the dark tunnel ahead carrying that steady rumble into the next chapter. First, the river passage, cool air rushing past, the floor slick with flow-polished rock. We slow our steps and steady the lights. At the underground river, we observe only strong airflow, cooler temperatures, and a fast, tea-stained current sliding toward a constricted bend, clear signs this passage can surge. We log flow direction, turbidity, and flood lines etched high on the walls. No rope work in moving water. This is documentation, not a push. A fresh surge ripples the surface. That's our line. We do not enter hazardous water. Decision made. Retreat before levels rise. Safety first is the culture. Turn back early, return strong, and come again with the right permits, partners, and plans. Daylight gathers at the entrance. Dust motes float as we step into the sun. Outside, we debrief, consolidate notes, and cross-check photos, GPS surface points, and compass shots. A preliminary map draft takes shape, loops surveyed, hazards flagged. For conservation, we protect location specifics. The overview is shared, precise coordinates are withheld. We engage land managers and traditional owners first, listening and planning together. Future work will be permitted, scientific and slow. Hydrology, biology, and careful re-entry when conditions and approvals align. Shared responsibly, this story encourages cave safety, conservation, and curiosity. From karst care guidelines to cultural respect on country, stewardship leads the way. And in the golden hour, Australia reminds us some wonders are worth protecting. With respect, we exit, mapped, mindful, and ready to return when the river says yes.